Yo, y'all listen to this fool OG Nino speak. OG Nino Cappuccino. Those of you that don't know Nino Cappuccino, he a blood from Cali and shit like that. Who earliest of last year was speaking against the New York Bloods and shit over social media and stuff. If you ask me, he should have been more blunt and more. You get what I'm saying? Like he should have been more harsh than how he was. You get what I'm saying? Like how can you just damn up and start something that we formed and that we done got damn founded and shit, and then you get mad at us when we tell you your shit ain't sanctioned or right. You get what I'm saying? So I feel OG Nino Cappuccino. You get what I'm saying? But he should have he shouldn't have been subliminal with it. Like I would have went in details and everything. Like yo, y'all that was fucked up. Y'all done damn jack dial shit. Whether you got it out of a mustard coated book or whatever the case may be. Y'all somebody supposed to have reached out to us, got that shit sanctioned, and bang one of our hoods over here. You get what I'm saying? Instead of y'all just jacking some shit. Then when the real come at you and shit like that, you want to talk shit and shit. You get what I'm saying? That's just like me and 6 of my homies. We come to your hood, we take over. Now you and 10 more of your homies retaliate. You get what I'm saying? How can we be mad? You get what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. Why the NY Bloods mad and they damn jacking something that they don't even know the origins of, because we don't even really know how OG Mac started that shit. Some say from Monster Cody book. You get what I'm saying? But don't tell no NY Blood that shit. You get what I'm saying? But y'all listen to damn this fool OG Nino Cappuccino. And the reason why I ain't all the way on his side, meaning that I'm with him when he speak his mind on that New York Blood shit. But on the other end, who knows how you speak and how you talk when you around your homies. Crab this, crab that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really be like room for no bloods like that. Like the real bloods and Pyrus and shit. Cause when you get amongst your homies and shit, it's crab this. You get what I'm saying? And y'all steadily marking out C's. You get what I'm saying? Replacing them with B's. You get what I'm saying? But y'all dummies. Did y'all see how Nipsey Hussle and YG was cool and shit like that? You get what I'm saying? But there's neither here nor there. Y'all just listen to OG Nino Cappuccino. That was just a brief description of who he is and shit like that. Case some of y'all been under a rock and shit.
First time in juvenile hall. My very first in juvenile hall. 17. I faced a murder. I got an ADW, assault with a deadly weapon. I got 2 counts of attempted murder. I got 2 counts of ADW, and I got a murder. Plus, I got a shooting in the occupant dwelling at Markham Junior High School, where they booked me shooting at like 30-something Gray Streets. You know, after school, I shot at some females and some males. I didn't give a shit. I blasted on everybody at that point in time. You know what I mean? As they say, allegedly. I don't know what happened, but allegedly that's what they say. And then Mike Crimey, you know, of course, he gave it up on me, and that's how I ended up getting convicted and everything, but another story. However, so I was facing these counts, bro, and I went to court to get it arraigned, and then from there, like I say, transfers to the Central Court.
Yo, it's like, I don't want to say people be capping when they tell their stories, but y'all listen to how people tell their story. It's like they too dramatic, they too descriptive. You get what I'm saying? Making it look like, yo, you fabricating or something. But I'm not going to say that man's story not true. That's his story.
There, we get ready to go down to the old county jail so I can be booked in the county jail process. Now, this is my first round. I've been thugging in the streets from 75, 76, 77, 78. Never got arrested for anything yet, but I was already thugging. I was a young nigga in the streets getting it in. Me and my young homies, me and my niggas, we was getting it in. Nevertheless, once I got caught up, they transferred me to Central Court. I'm in the tank. Once they took the shackles off, I'm going in the tank. Then when you go in the tank, you hear all this talking. You can hear it's nothing but conversations going on when you walk in the tank. So when you first walk in the tank, there's nothing but conversations going on. Either you're going to hear some Spanish cats talking, which is cholos, not Mexicans, because I didn't grow up with Mexicans. See, that's the difference. In our era, we didn't grow up with Mexicans. When you see the Mexican in the 70s and 80s, he was a real worker, the minimum wage Mexican who would do the job. That's the type of Mexicans we grew up with. We grew up with cholos, essays. Niggas wore their pants up to their stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Stood like this, 2 feet spread out. Cholos. You know what I'm saying? Talk cholos. That's what I grew up with. That's who was our ops. That's who we grew up against fighting in the system.
Yo, ¿qué pasa, Holmes? No comprende. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien.
They were our ops in the streets as well as in the system. So we grew up in Los Angeles against cholos, Chicanos. We grew up with Mexicans like today. Like this era today, you got millions of Mexicans who came back to California and took over the identification of California being their era, because that's what it is, you feel me? All due respect. But we grew up with Chicanos, essays, hitters, you know what I mean? La Familias, imams, you know what I mean? And the list goes on. So I stepped up in the tank, man. And like I say, you can hear all this noise, you can hear these conversations. So I stepped in the tank and immediately do exactly what I'm trained to do. I found a wall, found a little corner, I hit my back on the wall, and I stood up. I didn't sit down, I stood up, put my foot on the wall, and I stood up. And I'm observing everything. So as I'm observing, I look, I see this nigga from the PJs that I knew, and then I see 2 gray streets. So when I see the little gray street, it's definitely 2 gray streets that I know that are active. So I already know I got to get out. Ain't no bust ifs, ands about it. I got to go there. I got to go bring it to them first, or they finna bring it to me. Because these niggas, matter of fact, this nigga Ray, you know what I'm saying, me, and Poncho. So back in these days, so I already know these niggas is active Crips. These niggas is banging from the Jordan Downs. These niggas is the same era I am, 2nd generation, so they banging. So in the process, when the Crips turned around and looked, and the nigga from the PJs was Prentice, OG Prentice. Now me and Prentice got history. I used to chase that nigga home from school back in the days. I wanted to be so bad. So I used to wait after school at a certain time on their side of the gate to try to catch the nigga, me and Rat Dog and a couple other homies. Whitey, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Me Loaf. We used to chase these niggas. So when they see me, they looked and immediately
Part 2 coming. Yo, listen to Obama speaks.
That even after Trump was elected, that you would have the so-called Republican establishment who would say, okay, it's a problem if the White House doesn't seem to be concerned about Russian meddling, or it's a problem if we have a president who's saying that neo-Nazis marching in Charlottesville, there are good people on both sides. That's a little bit.
Yo, so do y'all feel, as a president, who got more accomplished, Donald Trump or Obama? You get what I'm saying? Just to be real, who y'all think?
Beyond the pale. And the degree to which we did not see that Republican establishment say, hold on, time out, that's not acceptable, that's not who we are, but rather be cowed into accepting it, and then finally culminating in January 6th, where what originally was, oh, don't worry, this isn't going anywhere, we're just letting Trump and others vent. And then suddenly you now have large portions of an elected Congress going along with the falsehood that there were problems with the election.
And the leadership of the GOP, briefly for one night when they still had this sort of sense of fear in them, going against the president.
And then poof, suddenly everybody was back in line. Now, the reason for that is because the base believed it. And the base believed it because this had been told to them not just by the president, but by the media that they watch. And nobody stood up and said, stop. This is enough. This is not true. I won't say nobody. Let me clarify. There were some very brave people who did their jobs, like the Secretary of State in Georgia, who was then viciously attacked for it. And all those congressmen started looking around and they said, you know what, I'll lose my job. I'll get voted out of office. Another way of saying this is I didn't expect that there would be so few people who would say, well, I don't mind losing my office because this is too important. America's too important.
Some things are more important than just...
Our democracy is too important. We didn't see that. Now, I'm still the hope and change guy, and so my hope is that the tides will turn. We have to know each other, and if it turned out that there was a talented kid of a janitor who also happened to be on the football team, the banker president might say, hey, why don't you come work at the bank here? Because he knew that person. Now we have more economic stratification and segregation. You combine that with racial stratification and the siloing of the media, so you don't have just Walter Cronkite delivering the news, but you have 1,000 different venues. All that has contributed to that sense that we don't have anything in common, and so much of our work.
Yo, these my vids on my page and shit, my recent vids. Y'all go back and view them. I'm just playing them through StreamYard.
Institutions and occasions in which we can come together and have a conversation.
In Promised Land, you write, our democracy seems to be teetering on the brink of a crisis. Since you wrote that, there was the attack on the Capitol. You got the big lie being pushed continually by not only the former president, but Republicans in Congress.
Right.
Are we still just teetering on the brink, or are we in crisis?
Well, I think we have to worry when one of our major political parties is willing to embrace
Yo, OG Blood, Bone Sloan talks about that incident that got Suge Knight doing all this time, the 28 years or something. So if those of y'all don't know, Bone Sloan, he was like that blood dude that y'all seen in Training Day that had all them bloods, respecting him and shit. But you get what I'm saying? To my knowledge, the dude that had got killed or something was like his peoples or something. And that's why Suge Knight doing his time now. You get what I'm saying? Because y'all listen to this.
Those meetings we had set up that he didn't show up to, and now they're gonna shut the whole production down. I was livid. I was pissed off. I couldn't understand why would he do that. I walk over to him. I said, man, you had your chance, man. to come see what's up with this film, and you didn't show up. And Suge Knight said to me, I'll never forget it. You bitch ass nigga. And I was in shock, knowing that I had chased him around for a couple of weeks trying to talk to him, and now he just called me a bitch ass nigga.
Excuse me.
It's January 29th, the last day of shoot. We 2 hours away from rapping this shit, and here he is, the devil himself, and that shit just pissed me off, you know, in a real bad way. I couldn't that I have some reflection to do. I have some work to do on myself based on how mad I got that day. I pointed my radio at him and I said, "You fat bitch, me and you gonna get down." And he got in his truck and he sped off. You know, like 40 minutes go by. And I realized, oh shit, the production is leaving the parking lot. Suge is left, now the production is up and running, moving again. Our next location was on Pomerlee and Rosecrans. I immediately smash off in my car and I'm flying to set. And me being pissed off.
Y'all already know part 2 coming. Yo. Y'all go check out my vids, man. I'm bringing them vids. New channel coming too. Yo, salute. Yo, y'all listen to this fool OG Nino speak. OG Nino Cappuccino. Those of you that don't know Nino Cappuccino, he a blood from Cali and shit like that. Who earliest of last year was speaking against the New York Bloods and shit over social media and stuff. If you ask me, he should have been more blunt and more. You get what I'm saying? Like he should have been more harsh than how he was. You get what I'm saying? Like how can you just damn up and start something that we formed and that we done got damn founded and shit, and then you get mad at us when we tell you your shit ain't sanctioned or right. You get what I'm saying? So I feel OG Nino Cappuccino. You get what I'm saying? But he should have he shouldn't have been subliminal with it. Like I would have went in details and everything. Like yo, y'all that was fucked up. Y'all done damn jacked down shit. Whether you got it out of a mustard coated book or whatever the case may be. Y'all somebody supposed to have reached out to us, got that shit sanctioned, and bang one of our hoods over here. You get what I'm saying? Instead of y'all just jacking some shit. Then when the real come at you and shit like that, you want to talk shit and shit. You get what I'm saying? That's just like me and 6 of my homies, we come to your hood, we take over. Now you and 10 more of your homies retaliate. You get what I'm saying? How can we be mad? You get what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. Why the NY Bloods mad and they damn jacking something that they don't even know the origins of, because we don't even really know how OG Mac started that shit. Some say, yo, what it do? What's going on? Hey, look, yo, I'ma start adding. Look, I see motherfuckers be doing that shit, other YouTubers and shit. So I have prison stories of my own. So I'ma just give y'all little brief ones, cause you know what I'm saying, like little brief stories and shit like that. But yeah, just said I'll try my last bid, cause my first bid is certain shit I don't even remember. But the last bid I got out in 2010. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I used to work on the road squad. The little crew is what the real name is, but it's road squad. So you go out here, you know, you pick up trash on site. You get assigned to certain roads, and you and like a group of probably like 8 or 9, y'all get on a certain highway, not a highway, a road, a rural country road or something. They never let us do road squad in the city limits and shit. So you know, you picking up trash from. I know we used to get in the van at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we meet at the DOT like 8, and we get our assignment from there. But long story short, yo, you know, I used to damn do my work. You get what I'm saying? We get back to the camp and shit. We get back to the prison and shit. Take me a good bath, go to sleep, and wait for child call and shit. You get what I'm saying? But those who have been locked down before know that, yo, if you go to sleep early and you sleep all those hours, man, it's hard to go to sleep at night. So while, you know what I'm saying, lights go out at 11, you get what I'm saying? So you can stay up on the phone to 10 some at night. So you know how guys do, they running around fixing their little soups, smoking their cigarettes or whatever, laughing, joking with their bunk mates or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So 11 Cubs is lights out, so the lights go out. So, you know, people still up. You get what I'm saying? You might have somebody reading a book. You get what I'm saying? Laying back on their bed reading a book. You have the other inmates with their headphones on listening to music and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So then you have other ones going to sleep. You get what I'm saying? Really trying to get their rest. You get what I'm saying? So Me, I always was the one that I sleep. You get what I'm saying? So when it's time for everybody to go to sleep, everybody sleep, but I'm up. Oh my God, yo. Motherfucker used to be sounding like bears in that motherfucker snoring, yo. I'm talking about like that shit used to be so loud that you can put your headphones on, turn music on, and still hear that shit, yo. For real, for real. Oh my God, there's two things I cannot stand in life. That's a person that snores and smacks on food. Oh my God, yo. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But yeah, man. A few nights and shit, man. You know, you kind of toss and turn, and then before you know it, you out yourself. And then you might wake up in the midst of the night and hear that shit. Like 4 or 5 niggas sounding like bears. Then you got 3 more over here sounding like goddamn the mufflers fucked up on cars and shit. You get what I'm saying? So one particular night, man, I was like, fuck that shit, man. So everybody sleep. So I done got up, cracked open my locker. No, I ain't cracked open my locker. It was some books on top of my locker. So what I did was, you know, books like the hardback books and shit. Yeah, I took like 5. No, it was like 4 of them. I stacked them up together, put them all the way up in the air, and just dropped it. Y'all already know how that sound is. Boom! So after I did that, I hop back in the bed and act like I'm asleep. You hear motherfuckers getting up like, yo, what's the fuck going on? Yo, yo. Here I go. What's going on? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one of the crazy, funny stories I got to tell. I got a whole lot more stories, but yeah, that's just one I can think of off the head right now on my last bed. You get what I'm saying? But motherfuckers woke up like, yo, what the fuck going on? Yo, yo, yo. Motherfucker jumping like hell. I'm like, in La La Land, acting like I'm in La La Land. Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm gonna holler at y'all, yo.